So it turns out me and landscape photography have a love-hate relationship. Hi guys, welcome back to another video again. Today I'm going to actually explain what happened today when I went out to Mam Tor. So I absolutely love landscape photography, but it just doesn't seem to love me back. As much as I've tried with landscape photography, and don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stop it, it just wants to give me a tough ride. So I turned up at Mam Tor today and parked my car, and it was actually quite snowy, seeing as it snowed about probably a week ago. And got there, set up all my gear, started walking up these lovely bricked pathways. I decided to open up my drone and for the first time actually use it in kind of public area. There was quite a lot of people still there. There was a lot of photographers, let's say, and it's actually really nice to see lots of photographers in a place where you actually expect to see photographers. So I set the scene. It was sunsetting and I was kind of in a rush to get to the spots that I wanted to. Every time I was trying to do something, I saw a shot which I wanted to take, like this one. And that's fine because I still had probably about an hour, maybe half an hour, to set up for my final destination for the sunset. So yeah, like I say, I got distracted and took the drone out and got the shots that I actually wanted to get. I didn't really use it for that long before I decided to pull it back in and then chop my end of my finger off. I'm not swearing, I'm sorry. It's literally the finger that it chopped off. I mean, I'm exaggerating just a little bit. It's kind of just taking the skin off. But that was the first kind of disaster, let's say. So, rushed back, tried to get back as quickly as possible so I could get back for this sunset, because I was going back to the car looking at the sun going no. Got to the car, got my middle finger plastered up, and then hiked right back up there, and I was out of breath. As soon as I got to like the first point where I thought, oh, you know, I'm gonna take a photo, I kind of was like, right, okay, I've sorted myself out. I've got my middle finger plastered, I've got all my gear sorted, nothing's gonna go wrong from now. Except the fact that, you know, I've already chopped my finger off and missed most of the sunset. I managed to get just a little bit of the sun in it. So, okay, so I'm thinking, right, like everyone's walking past me, all the photographers are saying hi, and like to say that, you know, why are you still up here, we're all going. And yeah, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna stay for a bit more. The sun was still glowing in the sky and it was lovely. When you have the sunset, you have a big ball of fire in the sky which is saying, oh, take a photo of me, but actually it causes a lot of problems when you shoot the sun itself. And there's a spot in Mam Tor called Tig Point, and this is basically the tip of the hill. And yeah, it's a quite renowned spot for photographers, quite a lot of photographers I think. And I set up my tripod, got the shot I wanted, and it turned out to be actually not too bad. I recently learned how to do photo stacking, so I used a f1.8 or f2.8, one or the other, and then got the foreground, the middle, and then the top where the sky was. So hopefully if that's turned alright, that should be here. And then, you know what, I'm thinking I'm gonna pack up. I'm gonna go. But I stayed a little bit and I had a look at the surroundings and thought, you know, this is really nice. And for that amount of time, 2 more people came and I heard them talking about something about getting on top of Tig Point. And I said, oh, you know, do you want a photo? And they said yeah. I never really do portrait photography, and it was actually a really nice surprise, so hopefully that turns out really well as well. And they've given me permission to put it up on my page, and then yeah, I was like, you know what, stay for a little bit, I'm gonna do some drone footage. So they all stood and I said, can I record this? And they were like, yeah, absolutely fine. And I tested out my drone with them, and yeah, I mean the aim for today was really to kind of just do a kind of cinematic video, and I wasn't going to explain any of this, but yeah, no, absolutely was the pinnacle point of the night. I was headed down, they went off before me, I packed up and went. And I saw one photographer still taking photos, so it was getting dark and I'm thinking, what is there to take? And that is where I went wrong, and actually made me probably love landscape photography just that little bit more. So I set up my tripod once more, and kind of just below the sky. I didn't say hi, I was kind of a bit like shy to say, oh, you know, how are your photos? I should have done. And I think that if there is any landscape photographers out there near the Peak District that want to do a collaboration or just want to go out, have a walk, then I would be more than happy to join you. Yeah, I saw this photographer and thought, you know what, I'm going to stay and take a few more photos. I had no idea what I was going to take. I had this kind of like little espresso gadget that I got for Christmas. Filled that up, made a little coffee, set up my camera in portrait mode, and yeah, I just took a photo of the cars on the road, and it turned out to be probably one of the best photos of the night. Yeah, here it is. So other than actually chopping my finger off, getting a little bit dirty, missing the sunset, oh, and dropping my camera in the mud a little bit, everything went quite good. I mean, there's advantages and disadvantages to everything, and yeah, it was definitely worth it. I really enjoyed it, and literally I would say for anybody who wants to go out and do something, even though they think everything's going wrong, it'll go right in the end. And yeah, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up and a subscribe and a comment below. And yes, I will see you next time.